from Slovakia. Second referee, Mr. Jiangmen from Thailand. Ladies and gentlemen, now please rise. 女士们、先生们，请起立。Play the national anthem in USA. 奏美国国歌。And now play national anthem of France. 奏法国国歌。
Hello and welcome to the Jiangmen Sports Hall inside the Sports Center in the province of Guangdong, southern China. It is the first of 4 quarterfinal matches, and we're kicking it off with the USA with the red jerseys versus France wearing the whites on the left of your screens. Hi and welcome to our coverage on Volleyball TV. My name is Eric Dipan. You see the crowd inside this 8,500-seater venue. The USA, it is just their second appearance since missing the tournament for 2 editions in a row back in 2019 and 2021. They finished 13th back in 2023. Meantime, we welcome France back. They missed the tournament for 4 editions from 2019, 2017, 2021, and 2023. This is their first time in play since 2015. And what an opportunity for them. Make it to the semifinals and they take down the USA. Both teams have made it all the way to the semis, but none have worn the gold around their necks. USA, their best finish was 4th. This was back in 2011. As you take a look at the starting lineup of Coach John Hawks, the 4th. Meanwhile, France made it all the way to the gold medal match before losing to Russia. This was way back in 1999. Starting lineup for the Americans include Hartke, Jordan, Foley, Kelly, the team captain, Rosenthal, and Jackson Christ. It's the same starting lineup they had in that 3-set win versus Bulgaria. There's John Hawks, the 4th, first-year head coach of men's under-21 team, also the head coach of UCLA. As you look at lineup, of Coach Slimane Belmadi of France. Tizi Owalu is in the starting lineup, along with Rour, Pujol, Johanovic, Dutois, and Laurence. Daniel Yehabideko will be coming off the bench. He was a starter in that 3-set win against Kazakhstan in their last game. France, they've only lost one game prior to this quarterfinal matchup. As you look at Slimane Belmadi, he's been coaching France's youth team since 2007. So they're 5-1, including their match in the playoffs. Meanwhile, the USA, they are undefeated. They've only dropped 5 sets in 6 matches. So this is going to be an interesting battle between these two teams. A crossover quarterfinal matchup between the #1 seed of Pool A, which is the USA, and the #2 team in Pool D, which is France. And here we go. Sterling Foley, 19 years old, coming off an 8-point performance, will serve us off. He's only scored in double digits once in the tournament, 10 against Thailand. Oh, perfect pass for the Frenchman. And right away, side out for the white shirts of France. He's taking a look. And gorgeous hit by Andrei Jokanovic, or Jokanovic. Only 17 years old, but extremely talented. This is Jules Dutois with a serve. That one right on the line for Travell Jordan. Stands 6'9", 64% efficiency for Travell Jordan so far in the tournament. One all to kick things off. A pancake save is no good. Both teams just swapping side outs so far. Opening set of this quarterfinal match. Gorgeous swing from the back row for Adrian Rour. Amir Tizi Owalu with a serve. Good floor defense for France. Another back row hit, and that one through the double block, and another point. This one a break point for France. Adrian Rour once again delivering. Second point for Rour. Coming off a 9-point performance, and prior to that, he got rested a little bit, didn't play against Indonesia. Much better passing for the US of A. And Sean Kelly, the team captain, drilling that one in. Rosenthal with a beautiful setup job for Sean Kelly. Now Trent Rosenthal with a full front line. Coming off a 19 excellent set performance, poured in 6 points as well. Terrific defense in the back row for Foley. But an answer from the Frenchman. Jan Laurence. Good pass for the USA. A pickup by Tizi Owalu. Drop shot. Popped up by Larson. Terrific dig coming from Enzo Lopez of France. Both teams playing extremely well on the defensive end. With a left hand, Hartke with a tip. And rally continues despite the monster block. Wait a minute. A violation against France after that superb and extra long rally. Yep, they 4 touches. That's the call. by Igor Shimpel, our first referee. Team captain Sean Kelly. Underhand set. This is an off-system play for the USA. An easy block for France. Laurence getting the credit. First block of the game for France. Nice attack from the middle. Jackson Christ has been very consistent for the USA. Scored in double digits thrice, his best game, 11 points. That put together versus China, Thailand, and Turkey. Service fault for Christ. And France back up by 2. It's 6-4 the tally. I'm waiting for the graphic on the top left of your screens to catch up. Served by Thomas. Pujol goes outside, so an easy point here, a freebie for the USA. Now Cole Hartke. He's been in the national team since 2022 in the under-19 group. Nice looking serve and an ace for Cole Hartke out of Pepperdine University. Hartke pretty well rested coming into this game. Didn't play against Morocco in that win. And only poured in 6 points, 1 block against Bulgaria. Played in all sets though. Not a good pass for France. An off-system play. Oh, but they get it across the net. And a little bit of interest from Adrian Ruhr. Ruhr, that's point number 4. All from attacks. What an angle for that young man. Only 19 years old, stands 6'5". Former best outside hitter in the under-20 men's European Championship. Another service fault for the Frenchman. That's their second in a row. 7-all, opening set. Much better pass. Here's a set by Tiziualu. Rosenthal, reverse set. Nice pickup by Enzo. Through the block this time. Andrei Djokanovic putting it away. Very talented young man at just 17 years old. Djokanovic, a second point for him. Yeah, take another look. A nice swing. He averages 7 points a game. Meantime, the serve by Jules Dutoit. Clips the net and doesn't go over. Third service fault in a row for France. USA only 1, so that's 3 free points given up. And look at Travell Jordan. Goes to Grand Canyon University in Phoenix, Arizona. Been with the national team for a couple of years. From the back row, flying in, Thomas Pujol knocks it in, putting France back on top by 1. 9-8, hotly contested quarterfinal matchup. First of 4 quarterfinal matches today on Volleyball TV. Good receive, back row hit. Off the blockers, Cole Hartke knocking it in. Hartke with his first attack point of the game. And a full rotation already for the USA as Rosenthal is back to serve. Former best setter, 2022 under-19 NORCECA Pan American Cup. NORCECA standing for North, Central, and Caribbean Volleyball Confederation. 9-all, first set. Easy pickup on the push. Hartke off the block. Back-to-back points for Cole Hartke, and the USA is on top for the first time in this quarterfinal matchup, 10-9. USA trailed by as many as a couple of points. Overpass and easy put away. Hartke has the last 3 points to the USA. Averages 9.1 points per game. Hartke all of a sudden has 3. Now a 2-point lead for the Americans. 11 serving 9. Going to be an off-system play for the Frenchman. That bounced off the face of Foley. Chance ball for the Frenchman, and they put it away. Jan Laurence, who is a starter today, instead of Daniel Iabikedo. Laurence, his 3rd point of the game. He's got 2 blocks and 1 attack point. Jokanovic serving. It's outside. My goodness, that is service fault number 4 for France. Oh, wait a minute. That's an ace. It looked out initially. That clipped the line. So, first ace for France, and we're tied at 11. Rosenthal, combination playing with Hartke. And they called double contact, I believe, against the USA. So France scoring 3 in a row after being down by 2. They're back up by 1. 12 serving 11, opening set. Quarterfinals of the men's under-21 World Championship here in China. Tiziowalu with the set, and that one put away. Thomas Pujol, 4 unanswered points scored by France now. And that's unsettling for John Hawks. USA calling a timeout after that nice one for France. France has scored 4 in a row, and after that 2-point lead by the USA, they have been stuck at 11 points. France now up by 2. Midway through the first set of this quarterfinal matchup. Andre Jokanovic with another nice serve. This is another off-system play for the USA, and that's definitely a net touch. The entire body of Sean Kelly sliding into the net. 5 in a row now scored by France, and this is their biggest lead at 14-11. USA unable to find stops even after burning a timeout. That is the 4th service fault for France. I mean, you've got to imagine where the USA will be, or could have been, had France not coughed up all these freebies from the service faults. Kelly with a nice serve. Combination play, back row, and it's in. What a beauty that play for France. Amir Tiziowalu with a gorgeous setup. I'm sure Coach Slimane Belmadi not expressing it physically. You don't see it on his face, man. Gotta be happy with the way they put together that point. The USA looking for an answer. That shot by Foley picked up. A nice dig for Rosenthal. Nowhere to go. Sterling Foley denied at the net. France up by 4. This is their biggest lead of the match. Entire French front line ready for that attack. Dutoit, I believe, is going to be credited for his first block of the game. Back row hit for the USA. Yeah, they're mixing it up. Jackson Christ finally gets a side out for the USA. first attack point since they got nailed at 11 points here in the opening set. Crest with a serve. Nice dig for, or receive for Enzo Lopez. Foley, and Foley rejected twice, denied consecutively. Sterling Foley. 4-point lead restored by France. At least 4 block points already for France, none for the USA. Back row hit, got it. Sean Kelly soaring and scoring for USA, but will that be enough to give him a comeback here? Rosenthal the set, combination play. Kelly flying in. Cole Hartke again. Good receive. Difficult set for Amir Tiziowalu, but somehow Tomas Pujol finding a way. Take a look at Amir Tiziowalu. Just almost bending over backwards just to get it to Tomas Pujol, who rewards him with a side out. Adrian Ruhr. One-handed dig, no good, not enough for Lopez to catch up to it. So Sean Kelly again to the rescue for the USA. Sterling Foley, former MVP and best outside hitter in last year's under-21 Norsika Continental Championship. France again, getting a side out. I mean, they're just getting whatever they want. France not allowing the USA to make runs. Tiziowalu, this time goes to the middle. Jules Dutoit scoring and now serving. And 19-15, Rosenthal, combination play. Sean Kelly again. Team captain Sean Kelly coming off a 13-point performance. His best game so far in the tournament, 22 against Turkey. And they're gonna need, USA is gonna need his output today. Rick Sky checking in to serve. Rick Sky, one of the oldest players in the lineup at 20 years old, didn't score when he came off the bench against Bulgaria. That service outside for Guy. Now France with a full front line. Their starting setter, Amir Tiziowalu, serving. Former MVP of the 2024 Men's Under-20 Volleyball European Championship. Averages a little over 30 excellent sets per game. That service into the net again. That'll be at least 5 service faults for France, to the delight, I guess, of John Hawks IV. But his team's still down by 3. They're staring at a deficit late in set number 1 of this quarterfinal matchup. Tiziowalu, there's a back row hit. I mean, that's just poetry in motion. A kill for Adrian Ruhr. There it is. Jokanovic serves it out, and that's number 6 for France. Right now, it doesn't really matter, does it? Pretty comfortably ahead. Still up by 3. Coach Belmadi, a few choice words to his bench. I guess he doesn't want to give away freebies, not against the USA. Tiziowalu sends it over, and Adrian Ruhr is rejected. Finally, the USA stepping up defensively at the net. They're still in it, only down by 2. Kelly averages in double digits per game, close to 12 points per game. Off the block again, Adrian Ruhr. That's one of the most powerful swings for these Frenchmen. Side out again. Substitution for France as Bastien Scherer checks in for the first time today to serve. Best game for Scherer. 7 points against Indonesia. TZ Owalu picking it up. An easy over coming from Pujol. Rosenthal. As hit by Harkey. Drop attempt and picked up by Harkey. Two-handed push for Sterling Foley. Back row, bang! Andre Djokanovic saying enough is enough. Two hands up in the air for Coach Slimane Belmadi. And his team 2 points away from closing out the USA here in the opening set. And the USA calling their last timeout. No more timeouts remaining for the USA. France with still 2. They're coasting along pretty well here. USA, they trailed early by 2, led by 2 midway through the first set, but then France made a huge run to lead by as many as 4, which is how it's set up right now. 23 serving 19. France 2 points away from closing out set number 1. Oh, good defense in the back row by the Frenchman. And this one, nice block for the USA. Pujol is denied. Big serve coming up. Got to get it in. France looking to answer. Yes, they do. What a long cross-court shot, finding the corner pocket. How good is this team from France after not making it to the Under-21 World Championships for the last 4 editions? They are dominating here. 4 set points. The opening set. Arthur Kleinians in the game for the first time to serve for France. Back row hit. Pancake save is short for Enzo Lopez, so a side out for the USA. They saved 1 set point. There are 3 more for France. Rosenthal, take a look at the setup. And the finish coming from Sean Kelly. Now Cole Hartke. Would be amazing for the USA if they can get some aces. And the next few serves of Hartke. Lopez with a pass. And the 1-2 for Amir TZ Owalu as France. They put away the USA in the first set, 25-21. Combination of outstanding attacks powered by Ruhr, Pujol, Djokanovic as well. And France now 2 sets away from a semi-final seat. USA will definitely want to turn this around in the next set. Take a look at errors, the same, but the blocks has been key for France. They have upset the offense of the USA. As we show you some highlights, we'll take a break and come back with set number 2 of this quarterfinal matchup. France up 1-0 against the USA. Welcome back inside the Jiangmen Sports Hall in the province of Guangdong, China. It is the quarterfinals of the 2025 Men's Under-21 World Championships featuring France and the USA. France winning the first set 25-21. Thanks for watching our coverage on Volleyball TV. I'm Eric Dipan. France outstanding defensively, especially at the net. Picked up 4 block points, although they did give away 5 service faults, but it really didn't affect their confidence at all. Roure, top scoring for France with 4 points, all coming from attacks. Pujol with 3, Djokanovic with 3 as well, Laurence 3, Dutoit with a couple, and TZ Owalu on out 1-2 at the end of the first set, getting his first point of the game. Meanwhile, for the USA, led by Cole Hartke and Kelly, Sean Kelly with 4 apiece, but everybody else with only 1 point. Jordan, Foley, Rosenthal, and Chris got to get their defense in order if they want a more competitive second set. As you look at the fans sitting in the stands, beautiful venue inside the Jiangmen Sports Center. And if you ever plan on traveling to Jiangmen, it's only 2 hours away from Hong Kong, so gotta take the MTR, cross-border high-speed rail service, and you're here. And check out some of the sites, including the 33 Market Street, Chikan Old Town, and many more. Meantime, back to the game. Second set is underway. USA on the attack, and right away, Jackson Christ making an impact. First time to start with the lead. USA. Rosenthal serving. Got a full front line. Great pass. And another 1-2 for Amir TZ Owalu. TZ Owalu stands 6'5". And really can get up there. Team captain TZ Owalu serving at 1-all. Good pass. Rosenthal sets it up. Hartke, that is dug in the back row by Roure. That hit going outside for Djokanovic. And you can hear the Americans calling it as it was just on the way after the hit. They're all shouting out. Out of Manhattan Beach, California, Sean Kelly serving. Easy pickup for France. Rosenthal with a nice dig. Off a block touch, Sterling Foley. They got to get him going, the USA. Foley, one of their key contributors. USA restores its biggest lead. The last time they led by 2 was in the first set, midway through the first set. That serve outside. They want to load up on the serve, obviously, to prevent a good pass for the Frenchman, but easier said than done. Andre Djokanovic serving at 2-3, set 2. Rosenthal. Hartke, got it. Cole Hartke. Got 5 already. Hartke stands 6'10", one of the tallest Americans on the court. And include the wingspan, and you can really get an angle. Christ with a nice looking serve. Overset there for TZ Owalu. USA can't capitalize. Lopez with a nice dig. Here's a block for the USA. Pick up by Roure. And a kill for Laurence. Jan Laurence delivering the boom. Laurence with 4 points. Laurence averaging 3.8 points per game. but has had 8 blocks in 6 games. That serve into the net for Laurence, back to a 2-point lead for the USA. Cole Hartke to serve at 5-3. Thunderous ace for Hartke, and he is pumped up. Rightfully so. This is the biggest lead for the United States. 3 points. Hartke is the second leading scorer of the USA, just a little under 10 points per game. Match banner pass received coming from Lopez. This one, Hartke should have let it go. They had a defender in the back row. Pujol now to serve. Pujol, 11 points, the only player in double digits for France in their win against Kazakhstan. Good pass from Larson. Back row hit. Got it. Sean Kelly delivers. Three defenders converging at the net for France, but no stopping Sean Kelly. Kelly now with 6, all from attacks. That one outside, clearly on the serve. Foley sending it out. The USA, that is their second service fault of the second set. John Hawks the 4th. Head coach of the USA, also the head coach of UCLA. He's in his first year for both teams. Tit for tat as Coach Belmadi. And his team also coughing up a service fault. TZ Owalu, back row for France, no go. Lure was rejected. And Hawks talking to Sterling Foley. Four-point lead, biggest for the USA in the entire match. Jokanovic got it off a broken play. France so good at this, recovering easily from a bad pass. And Jokanovic wisely going down the line, clipping the outer arm of the defender at the net for the side out. Jules Dutoit serving at 6-9 second set. France up 1-0 within the first 25-21. Overpass. Battle at the net. Won by Sean Kelly. Kelly on the attack. Got it. Kelly's like a pogo stick today. I mean, he's everywhere. Jumping at the net, attacking. Kelly now with 7. Top scoring for the USA. Tread Rosenthal averages 23 excellent sets in 5 games. Laurence putting it away. Jan Laurence, former best middle blocker in last year's men's under-20 volleyball European Championship. Amir TZ Owalu. Short pass for the USA. Hartke. And Sean Kelly again. Kelly now with 8. When in doubt, Rosenthal goes to Kelly, and he has not disappointed so far. Kelly, we mentioned, the only American averaging in double digits, close to 12 points a game. And he's on the way, definitely. If he keeps up this performance. Good save coming from Christ. Chance ball for France. TZ Owalu, back row. That's dug very nicely by Kelly. Both teams playing extremely well defensively on the floor. Good save coming from Rosenthal. Hartke, got it. Hartke, it's the off-speed hit that does the trick for the USA. Hartke now at 7. Now's the pivotal moment though. Rosenthal saving it right by the post. And the USA up by 5, timeout France. It's a 3-1 run by the USA. They've got their biggest lead of the match now at 5 points. And 9 minutes gone by here in set number 2. USA losing the first set by 4 points. Laurence again. Laurence has the highest attack efficiency of any Frenchman at close to 61% throughout this tournament. And his talent on full display right there. Good pass, Rosenthal. And a side out, Sterling Foley. USA starting to get him going. Foley with 4 points. Got a substitution on the floor. As Jackson Christ gets ready to serve. Jackson Christ only 18 years old. Bastien Scherer checking back in for France. Number 6, service fault for Christ. Now Laurence to serve. Jan Laurence, 6 points, 4 attacks, 2 blocks. And service out as well. Both teams exchanging service faults. And not to the benefit of France, because they're back down by 5 again. Cole Hartke taking a long, deep breath. Hartke with 7. Easy put away for Fred Rosenthal, his second point of the game. You give up a freebie, that's what happens. Biggest lead now for the USA at 6 points. Quick answer for Jules Dutoit. Dutoit, scoring point number 3 right here. Now a couple of substitutions for France as Arthur Kleinjans checking back in. Second setter for France. Kleinjans, in 2 games he played versus Indonesia and Tunisia, had 18 excellent sets. Another service fault here for France. That'll be number 4. Meantime, Sterling Foley steps up to bat. Comfortably ahead of USA. Helped by the errors of France. And an ace by Foley extends the lead to 7 for the USA. Foley now with 6. That is the 3rd ace for the USA. And France burning their last timeout, down by 7 here in set number 2. No more timeouts remaining for France. Meanwhile, the USA still with 2 timeouts left. 7 points is the biggest lead for either team here in the match. France won by 4 in the first set, but right now they're in a deep hole. Sterling Foley coming off an ace. Odd pass there for Scherer. Easy pickup for the USA. Rosenthal. Yes, Rosenthal, his 3rd attack point. He's got 3 already. And the USA just pulling away. Biggest lead at 8 points now. Another nice serve for Foley, resulting in a short pass for France. The dump attempt popped up my heart key. And an easy put away. That's like a warm-up spike for Sean Kelly. Lead is 9 points now for the USA. Everything going right for the boys in blue. Thunderous serve from Foley, but a better pass. Nice block up top by Travell Jordan. And a block, but it goes outside. Jovan Vabala with his first point of the game. Jovan Vabala did not play against Kazakhstan. Scored 22 in a game prior versus Indonesia. Good pass. Jordan picked up easily by Lopez. And that one bounced off the floor already. So that's another point for France. Back-to-back points. First 2-point run for the Frenchman. Now they call a lift, beg your pardon, against Rosenthal. Yep, palmed the ball with both hands. Timeout here for the USA. Up still by 7. The DJ inside the Jiangmen Sports Hall must love rock and roll. That's been the warm-up song. Or at least that's been the genre of all the songs since the warm-up of this first of 4 quarterfinal matches. Crowd seems into it. France on a 2-point run after being down by as many as 9. And another service fault here for the Frenchman. That's number 5 already for France. Imagine if they didn't have any, or at least maybe just half of that, this would be a much closer match. Travell Jordan with a soft serve, popped up by Ruhr. Vabala sends it outside, no touch. Well, Javan Vabala initially signaling there was, so are they going to challenge? I think they are. I want to take a look at it. All right, so a challenge for France on a block touch up top on the Javan Vabala hit. Slimati Belmadi, the head coach of France, with his wry smile on his face. Already has a set in his pocket, 25-21 against the USA in first. But, they're down by 9 here in set number 2. And at this stage, you're thinking, if you're France, do you just let this set flow away from you and focus all your energy, strength on set number 3? Although we've seen, I mean, many a comeback story, so nothing is impossible, as they say. Here's the official review. And the result is, I'll keep you in suspense for a couple more seconds. Jiangmen Vabala checking in just in this second set. Didn't play in the first set. He has a point already. That one's close, so that's why it's taking a while to really get a result here. Quarterfinal matchup between France and the USA. All right, so first referee Igor Shimple talks to the team captains. All right, so the review, I believe, revealed there is no block touch. So that is simply an attack fault for Jiangmen Vabala. Officially a 9-point lead for the USA. And finally an answer as Sebastian Scherer with a kill for France. Dutois serving. Good pass. And that push attempt by Foley rejected. So another mini 2-point run for France. Take a look at Foley, and yep, they're going to credit Jiangmen Vabala with the block. So some good minutes provided by Jiangmen Vabala for France, number 1. Now an attack from the middle. Jackson Christ puts a stop to that run by France. Christ with point number 3 for the USA. Good pass by Enzo Lopez. Side out for France. They've got to put together a series of points. They've got to stitch maybe a 4 or 5-point run here. It's not striking distance at all, but I mean, they've got time to work on this deficit. 15 serving 22. Nice serve from Vabala. Hartke against 3 blockers. Good coverage coming from Larson. And easily put away by Sterling Foley. Calling it a super spike. Beg your pardon, that's Sean Kelly with a kill. Kelly now with 9 points, top scoring for all Americans. Good pass. Back row, Vabala puts it in against a double block. Scherer serving for France. Combination player for the USA, and that's pushed in by Sterling Foley. Foley with 6, a quiet 6. Eight set points for the USA, 24 serving 16. Back row for Vabala, yes! What an adjustment in midair. Spent a few seconds up in the air before changing his mind. And it's just great touch by Jiangmen Vabala. Getting the side out, saving 1 set point. Vabala with 4, all off the bench. 3 attacks, 1 block. Scored here in set number 2. Chance to put it away right here. There it is. Super spike again, Sean Kelly. Now with 10 points for the Americans. And we've got a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. One set apiece, the USA after losing by 4 in the first set against France with a big answer. Here in set number 2, winning by 8. Set number 3 coming up right after these. The first of 4 quarterfinal matches in the men's under-21 World Championships here in Jiangmen in China. And the USA with a big answer in set number 2, winning by 8 points. France winning the first set by 4. And still to come, 3 other quarterfinal matches, including Poland and Czechia, happening a few hours from now. But what a thrill it is to see France versus the USA. France making it all the way to the quarterfinals after not qualifying in the last 4 editions of the tournament. They missed the 2017, 2019, 2021, and 2023 World Championships, but they're back here with a flourish. Last time France was here was back in 2015. Meanwhile, the USA, second time back after missing the 2019 and 2021 edition of the World Championships. Both teams have not won the gold. France got close. Played in the championship match versus Russia in '99, but lost in 4 sets. Meanwhile, the USA got as close as 4th. First point of set number 3. TZ Owalu delivering again. That's point number 4 for TZ Owalu. The little 1-2 magic trick at the net. Kellen Larson all alone in the middle. On the serve, straight into Foley, but the hit is outside for TZ Owalu. Took matters into his own hands, looking for an easy point, a quick point, but it backfired on the Frenchman. Sean Kelly serving, Kelly with 10. First service fault of the 3rd from the USA. France, they got to clean up their act. 8 unforced errors in both sets 1 and 2, 16 in total. That basically explains their 8-point loss in the second set. Hartke, and popped up by TZ Owalu. Lopez all the way to the other side. And that's an overreach they call against Hartke. Hartke using that 6'10" frame. And referee Igor Shimpel says, no can do, Mr. Hartke. pass. Hartke. Got it. I mean, the velocity of the ball hit by Hartke is something else. And because of that height, that reach up in the air. Coach John Hawk. Yeah, in a tough battle here against Slimane Belmadi of France. Lopez with a great pass, combination play. And that one outside. Three all. Errors again creeping into the game of France. Gotta really cut down on the errors, the Frenchman. Service ace, and a 2-point run here for the Americans. They take the lead for the first time here in set number 3. Third ace for the USA in the game. They average about that much per game in the tournament, and service out. For all. Tomas Pujol with a serve, former best opposite in the 2024 Under-20 Volleyball European Championship. Side out for the USA here. Not allowing the Frenchman to make a run. Travell Jordan knocking it in. Two deep and long breaths for Cole Hartke. Lopez pops it up. It's a short pass. Off-system play for France. Good defense in the back row for the Americans. Sterling Foley with a two-handed push. Hartke with coverage. Back row. France on the attack. Hartke, the pass goes over. And there's a net touch. Called against Trent Rosenthal. Five all here in set number 2. For France, this is their 7th appearance in the Under-21 Men's World Championships. For the USA, this is their 11th. Laurence with a serve. Laurence trying to keep it alive. And France will be unable to set it across the net. The hustle of Laurence not paying off that time. Sterling Foley to serve for the USA. It is out. Service fault number 3 for the USA. Meanwhile, France, I want to jinx them, but they're serving very cleanly here in the third set. Javen Vabala serving at 6 all, serving for the lead as well. Hartke, back row, got it. Cole Hartke giving the USA a 1-point lead. Hartke now with 9. Zeroing in on another double-digit performance. Travell Jordan with a serve. Vabala, nowhere to go. USA inching ahead by a couple of points. '19-year-old Travell Jordan. Vabala tries again. This time connects through the fingertips of Sean Kelly. Vabala, almost 40% attack efficiency so far in the tournament. Averages 5 points a game. And already, Vabala with 5. Served by Ruhr. Great pass by Larson. Combination play put away by Kelly. Beautifully done for Rosenthal. Getting Chris and Kelly in a little piston play right here. Back to a 2-point cushion for the USA. 9 serving 7. Good up for Enzo Lopez. That one, nice hit at the net. Lead for Adrian Ruhr. Now, that is Jules Dutoit with a point. Dutoit averaging close to 5 points a game. Already with 4 today. Gets an ace. 2-point run for France to tie the game at 9. The last 2 points of France coming from that man serving, Jules Dutoit. Now for the lead. Back row hit for Foley. And nice block for the USA on Vabala. Pujol, there's a net touch against the USA on the Pujol hit. So 3 in a row scored by France to retake the lead, 10-9. Good serve coming from Dutoit all the way to the back. Passed by Larson. And a hit by Kelly. Off the block. France scores again. That's 4 in a row. Tomas Pujol with his 4th point of the game. And this is the biggest lead for the white shirts of France, up by 2. USA needing a side out badly now. Sean Kelly, there it is. Kelly with 13 already. That stops the run of France. Kelly with a serve. Excellent pass. Babala got it. Oh, wait a minute. They call a net touch. Second referee, Jirasak Pumduang, calling a net touch. French players on the court are up in arms. Team captain Amir Tiziowalu arguing with first referee Igor Shimpel. And rarely do you get a referee to change the call and you argue, so. Point may be moot for Amir Tiziowalu, so he backs away. Really does you no good chatting up first referee. Now referee Shimpel checking something with the table official. And I believe after an official's review, they are going to go to an official review first, just to get the call right. Mission Impossible theme playing in the background. I don't know if that's for France because of this challenge. It did seem like Babala clipped the net. The question is whether the ball landed first before he touched the net. actually even cross the center line. Or not. And a big or right there. Slimane Bomadi, head coach of France. He's also the National Volleyball Technical Advisor at the Ministry of Sports of France. All right. So the ball is on the floor already. Hits the floor. Before he actually crosses the center line. I believe that's what we saw. We'll wait for the official. All right, so team captains, or at least Tizio Walu, is going to chat with the first referee, Referee Shimple. So the call is reversed. It's going to be a point for France. Really isn't that big of a turnaround yet. France up by 2 here, 12-10. 13 minutes gone by in the third set. Still a manageable deficit if you're the USA, but for France, obviously, they can get a run here. Score consecutive points and try and pull away. Now, Sean Kelly, the team captain of the USA, complaining about something. John Hawk, head coach of the USA. So another angle of the official review. And there's a pretty definitive result there, so we've got to get it going. Served by Amir Tizioalu. France, that's into the net. Only the first service fault for France. They've done a good job keeping that number down after giving up way too many in the first 2 sets. Chris serving to tie it. Great pass. Back row. Good defense by the USA. Lopez, underhand pass. Fabala. Coverage by Pujol. Now Pujol on the attack. 1-2 for the USA. Sean Kelly sending it outside. Sean Kelly wishes he could get that one back. He had a really good look from the back row. Thomas Pujol serving for France, up by 2, 13-11. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Quarterfinals. And Hartke coming up short on that topspin. France now with their biggest lead at 3 points. Partly due to the errors of the USA. They've committed 6 errors already here in set number 3. France, and conservative, at least now with that number, only 3. Combination play. Sterling Foley turned away. And a push by Kelly from the back row. A tough chase. That's going to be a point. Adrian Rohr delivers, and the run continues for the Frenchman. Timeout for the USA. France has scored 3 in a row and are up by 4. Pharrell Williams and a happy song in the background, but nothing to be happy about right now for the USA. They've coughed up 3 points. And France now up by 4, 15-11. Set number 3. Great pass, Rosenthal goes to Travell. Jordan knocks it in. USA needed that badly. Hartke with 10 already, second player in double digits for the USA. Solid block, Adrian Rohr rejected. 2-point run for the USA. Solid 3-man block, and they're going to credit that to Sterling Foley, who's fired up. Foley, that's his first block of the game. Laurence, that was picked up. Macro hitting up. There's a foot fault. They call a foot fault on Sean Kelly, stepping on the line. So Kelly, offense slowing down for the team captain. Yeah, a good look at the foot fault. Well, not really. Camera on the side should be a better look, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, no complaints for Kelly. He knew he stepped on the line. Bastien Schreier checking back in for France. Schreier with a couple of points, all from attacks. 1-2 for Rosenthal. Fred Rosenthal with 3 points. Back to a 2-point game. France led by as many as 4 here in the third set. Foley serving. Good pass. And an easy put away for Javen Vabala. Vabala, now it's 7. Vabala's best game was 22 versus Indonesia, beg your pardon. As Travell Jordan knocks it in again. Jordan with 5. Right now, USA, despite the highlights, can't break the barrier just yet. What a nice block up top. Rosenthal using all of that 6'9" frame with a monster block to make it a 1-point game. Perfect timing. Single man coverage. Rosenthal with the rejection. A little smile on the face of Travell Jordan. Chance to tie here, that's why. And another block. Back-to-back monster blocks by the USA. Rohr rejected, and we're tied at 17. Two in a row. All on defense for the USA. Another break point for the red shirts. Side out finally for France. Jules Dutoit. Dutoit with 6 in the game. Sean Kelly setting it outside. Wanted to go down the line, went a bit wide. Kelly struggling here in set number 3 after outstanding offense in the first 2 sets. He's got 13 in the game. Kelly scoring 5 in the first set, 6 in the second set, but only 2 here in set number 3. That is the last timeout for the USA. Down by 2 again. They just overhauled it, tying it at 17, but France on a 2-point tear with a bit of cushion late in set number 3. And served by Ruhr. Hartke got it. Cole Hartke with 11. This is the 4th game in double digits for Cole Hartke. Best game so far in the tournament, 18 against China. A crucial service fault. That's number 4 for the USA. And that'll give France a 2-point lead again, without even having to sweat for it. Now Jules Dutoit will hit the bench. Laurence is in along with Kleinjans, backup setter. Kleinjans will have a full front row for France. And they're definitely going to be on the defensive here. Now a chance to attack for that front line. And it's good. Cross-court hit by Ruhr. France now up by 3. USA in trouble. Break point 1 by France. Cross-court hit. Sterling Foley with 8 points gets the side out. Now for the USA, got to get a series of points here. Good pass. Combination play for France. Right off the chest of Rosenthal. Thomas Pujol with a gorgeous hit. Atizioalu serving for France. Up by 3. And a rejection. Fabala with a monster block. That is block number 2 for Fabala. He's got 8 points in the game. France starting to pull away. Crucial juncture of set number 3. No more timeouts remaining for the USA. And they're down by 4. Hartke got it. But these side outs aren't going to mean much for the USA if they can't mount runs, if they can't score break points. Jackson Christ serving. Christ has an ace. 3-point deficit for the USA. And a violation against France. They're saying that Tizioalu, a back row player, blocking at the net. Now Tizioalu arguing with first referee Igor Schimpel again. Tizioalu saying, I was trying to set it up. You can't challenge that. There's no challenge for that violation. Now Laurent's telling Amir Tizioalu, let it go. You can't turn that call around. France still enjoying a 2-point lead. Got to get their focus back here for France. And they don't have to, at least for that point, as Christ gives France 3 set points off a service fault. That's the 5th service fault for the USA. France, meanwhile, only one service fault. Here in set 3, Pujol serving. Returns the favor. 1 set point given up. Still 2 more for France. Hartke has a couple of aces. Oh, it would be marvelous for the USA if he can get a couple again here. Now a chance to put it away for France. Fabala is rejected. Fabala tries again. Yes! Jiangmen Fabala picking up his 9th point of the game. He is the top scorer now for France. And the Frenchman up 2 sets to 1 against the USA. Going to set number 4. Welcome back, everybody, to beautiful Jiangmen Sports Hall here inside the Sports Center in the province of Guangdong, southern China. It is the first time for this province to host the men's under-21 World Championships, and so far it's been absolutely amazing job done by the organizers here. First of 4 quarterfinal matches today on Volleyball TV. Thanks for watching. I'm Eric Tipan. France up 2 sets to 1 after winning 3rd set by a couple of points. USA shot themselves in the foot in the set number 3, committing 12 errors. France only 4, and that's been key because France, in the first 2 sets, 8 errors each. And when they sorted that out, they had a much better performance in the 3rd set. Now the USA, their backs are against the wall. Gotta win this set, the 4th, to keep their hopes alive for a semi-final spot. Both teams have made it as far as the semifinals. In fact, France has made it as far as the gold medal match, going down against Russia back in '99 in 4 sets. Meanwhile, the USA, they had a chance to finish 3rd back in 2011, but lost to Serbia in 4 sets as well. France can book a ticket to the semis with a win in this set. Adrian Ruhr will service in. Ruhr with 8, second leading scorer after Fabala with 9. Good dig. Coming from Pujol. And a rejection. Pujol tried to knock it in. USA with an excellent defensive play at the net. The kind of start you want for the USA. Get a good defensive play in and then get your offense going right after. But a good answer on the push by Jules Dutoit to tie the game up. Dutoit with 7 points. best scoring game for Dutois in the tournament. Rosenthal finds Sean Kelly with the adjustment in midair, and that little push. Kelly only 2 points in set number 3. Now it's got 15 points. Good serve by Kelly, but a better pass for France. Back row hit. That save is good. Rally continues. Babala. Popped up by Hartke. Pushed by Christ. Combination play, and Pujol scores off the block. Both teams swapping side outs so far here in set number 4. Back row. That hit for Sterling Foley. Foley now with 9. Best game for Foley so far after scoring 10 against Thailand. Jackson Christ with a serve. Good up coming from Enzo Lopez. Babala is turned away. Monster block for Hartke. Hartke, that's his 3rd block of the game. 1-on-1 against Babala. Cross-court hit. Oh, what a nice dig for Rosenthal. Foley, easy over. Another dig for the USA. Hartke goes over the block. Laurent's turned away. Travell Jordan with his first monster block of the game. Jordan now at 6 points. Laurent versus Jordan, 1-on-1. What a run here for the USA. They've scored 3 straight points prior to that service fault. Now, that stops their own run as Thomas Pujol steps up to serve. Back row. Got it. Sterling Foley now with 10. So 3 players in double digits for the USA. Meanwhile, for France, Babala with 9. Service ace for Cole Hartke. That's his 3rd ace of the game. Adrian Ruhr on a cross-court hit. Stops the 2-point run of the USA. Rosenthal sets it up. Travell Jordan is rejected. Coverage by Kelly. And Cole Hartke again. Overpass for France. Chance for another break point for the USA. Oh, Lopez with a beautiful dig. And that is put away nicely by Adrian Ruhr. USA on the attack. Sterling Foley got it. USA much more active on both ends here in set number 4, up by 4. And that hit. Thomas Pujol with a side out for France. Both teams somewhat have settled down here. Nobody really getting any form of momentum. Service fault for Adrian Ruhr. Going to be the first service fault for France in set 4. It's just been a swap of side outs and service faults so far for both teams, at least in the last 4 minutes. TZ Owalu sets it up for Vabala. What a game for Vabala here in the quarters. Vabala, that's his 10th point of the game. Dutois serving at 7-10. Popped up by Larson. Foley is rejected. First block of the set for France. They desperately needed a point in that department. You know what they say, defense fuels offense. Let's see if that's the case for France here in set 4. They have been trailing for a while now. Rosenthal finds Kelly. Kelly with a hit. TZ Owalu pops it up. Thomas Pujol, nice dig in the back row for the USA. And an easy over for Hartke. That's basically not even a warm-up spike. That's just, here, go pick it up. And France just coming up late. Adrian Ruhr had second thoughts about it, and France paid dearly with a point there. Nevertheless, only 3 points down, France. Not a safe lead here at all for the USA. That one going outside for Pujol. It's not the time to unravel if you're France. I mean, this is a manageable deficit by any standard. Only down by 4 and just halfway through set number 4. You want to avoid a 5th set against the USA, that's for sure, if you're France. Good pass coming from Pujol. Laurence dug nicely by Kellen Larson. A push by Hartke. Lopez sets it up for Vabala. It's outside again. Back-to-back attack faults for France. And as expected, a timeout here for Slimane Balmade. Their team is down by 5 here in the 4th. All right, timeout over for France. They've got to turn it around. Has to happen now. Good pass. That's a good start. Nice block by Sterling Foley, anticipating the 1-2 from TZ Owalu. And despite the timeout, it is USA continuing to score break points in this pivotal set number 4. Nice serve from Kelly. Back row hit. And finally a side out for France as Adrian Rohr knocks it in. Rohr now with 11, top scoring for France, but not far behind is Vabala with 10. So 2 players in double digits for the white shirts. Overpass coming from Kellen Larson. Vabala off the block. 2 in a row scored by France, making it a 4-point game. Vabala now with 11 as well. Good pass. That one is good for Sterling Foley. 3 players in double digits for the USA, Kelly, Hartke, and Foley. Only a 2-point run allowed by the USA for France. Back to a 5-point cushion for Jackson Christ and the USA. Service outside. Service fault number 2 for the USA here in set 4. Pujol serving. Short pass. Foley rejected by Vabala. Coverage coming from Larson. Here's Lopez popping it up. Easy over for Rohr. And a nice attack, Travell Jordan. Jordan with 7. USA in a good position coming to the final stage of set number 4. France up 2 sets to 1. So it's a must-win for the USA, to say the least. Thomas Pujol with a point for France to keep within striking distance of the USA. Bastien Scherer checking back in for the white shirts, placing Laurence. Hartke, that is Doug. Free ball, USA take advantage. Fred Rosenthal with a dump. Rosenthal with 5 points already. Rosenthal averages only 4 points a game. He's stepping up big time today. Five-point cushion once again. Biggest lead restored for the USA, but the service fault coming from Sterling Foley. It is really a tricky situation, these serves. You want to serve as strong, as hard as possible to prevent the opponent from getting a good pass, but in the process you risk sending it outside or into the net. Adjustment by Cole Hartke. It's just an easy little drop, and France takes advantage of the easy pickup and puts it away. Timeout for the USA. Their 5-point lead is down to 3. Both teams with one timeout remaining. Close game. Set 4. France up 2-1. Overpass. A pickup by Hartke. Travell, Jordan knocks it in. Jordan now with 8 points. .64% attack efficiency for Travell Jordan. Getting ready to serve for the USA. Been with the national team for 2 years, including playing with the under-19 team. What a hit. Having to reach back for that. Adrian Rohr brings the boom. Rohr now with 12. 3 players in double digits for France as well. Vabala, Rohr, and Pujol. Kelly. There's a net touch they call against France. Error number 4 for the Frenchman. Challenge by France. Still to come today. Quarterfinal matchup, Poland and Czechia. China and the defending champions, Iran. And finally, Cuba versus Italy. 3 remaining quarterfinal matches after this one. All live on Volleyball TV. What a treat for volleyball fans. It's a prequel to the men's championships happening in the Philippines next month. And right now, the women's championships down to the round of 16 in Thailand. So much action to catch. Replay the point, says referee Igor Shimple. And a service ace. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Adrian Rohr. That's his first ace of the game. And it's just a 2-point deficit for France. USA burning their last timeout. Well, France was down by as many as 5 points. But now they're within 2. 16 serving 18. Rohr with 13 already. Coming off an ace, almost got another one. Foley with the easy over. Foley pops it up. Kelly with a hit. Lopez digs it. Vabala, back row, nowhere to go. Jackson Christ, I believe, is going to be credited with a block. And that'll be, yep, block number 4 for Jackson Christ. He's got 8 points. And more importantly, a 3-point cushion for the USA, but not for long as Tread Rosenthal coughs up an easy point in favor of France. Back to a 2-point game. So Laurent's back in along with Kleinjans, who will serve for France. So France, they've got 2 setters on the court, Tizioalu and Kleinjans. Laurent pops it up. Kleinjans with the easy over. Hartke with a left. Yes. Outstanding reach for the 6'10" Hartke. Probably has a 7'3" wingspan. Three-point cushion for the USA. Kleinjans sits down. And Dutoit checking back in. Lopez, the libero for France, also back in for receiving purposes on this serve by Kelly. Kelly's got 18, no aces yet. Short pass. That one outside for Pujol, but there's a block touch. As first referee Igor Schimpel. Pujol, Laurent, and Vabala in front. All options for Tizioalu serving for France. Rosenthal. That little push by Foley, picked up. Hartke with a hit. Dig goes over. Kellen Larson passes. Back row hit. Kelly rejected. What a block for France. Laurent with a rejection. One-on-one, and Laurent with block number 3. He's got 7 points in the game. And now a chance to tie for France at 19-20. Owalu serving. TZ Owalu, beg your pardon. Hartke. Lopez. Pujol. Rejected. Good defense by the USA. Now a freebie. Terrific floor defense for France. Another attempt. Christ is rejected. Rosenthal. Foley. Got it. Sterling Foley will not be denied. Sterling Foley, 11 points. USA back up by 2. But with the way things are going, no lead is safe. Jackson Christ huffing and puffing after that energetic exchange between these two teams in the quarterfinals. Service out. Service fault number 5 for the USA. Only 1 for France. That's been key. France keeping their errors low, which is why they're definitely in this. Only down by 1. Great toss. Put the service out as well for Thomas Pujol. So giving USA an easy point to regain a 2-point cushion. Got to get a serve in. There it is. Lopez passes. And a block. Ruhr rejected again. 5, make that 6 blocks for the USA here in set number 4. And they're up by 3 off this break point. Rosenthal with another block. Rosenthal, one of the best blocking setters in the tournament. He's got 12 blocks at least in the last 6 games. And today, Rosenthal with 2 blocks already, but another service fault for the USA. That is service fault number 6. France getting a lot of opportunities to get back in this game. A push. Hartke got it. Hartke has made some major adjustments in midair. A hit with a left earlier, and this one is set a little low for the 6'10" Hartke. manages to push it off the shoulder of Ruhr. And now it's 3 set points for the USA. 24 serving 21. Sterling Foley has 1 ace already. Make that service fault number 7 for the USA, but they've still got 2 set points. Fabala with 11 points already. Blocked by France versus Kelly. 2 set points saved by the white shirts. Block number 3 for France. Meanwhile, the USA with 6 blocks already. Fabala serving. Good pass. Kelly again. Chance to tie. No, says the USA. Ruhr rejected and no coverage for France. 7 blocks for the USA, and the last one giving them the winning point here in set number 4. Both teams swapping sets. Take a look at the last sequence. Trevel Jordan with the rejection and the redirection. To a 5th and final set we go. Quarterfinals between France and the USA. Hello and welcome back to the Jiangmen Sports Hall, right here inside the Sports Center, province of Guangdong, southern China, and the first quarter-final match of the men's under-21 World Championships has lived up to the hype. France and the USA going the full 9 yards, so to speak. 5th and final set coming up between these 2 teams. USA losing the first set, while France unable to back it up in set number 2, losing by as many as 8. And then France coming back to win the 3rd set before USA won by 2 in set number 4. France led by Ruhr with 13, Pujol with 12, and Fabala with 11. 3 players in double digits. For the USA, Hartke and Kelly with 18 each, and Foley coming up big with 11 points today. His best scoring game so far of the tournament. Fifth and final set for the right to go to the semifinals. For the USA, this will be their 2nd trip to the semis. Meanwhile, for France, they made it to the gold medal match back in, I believe, 1999 before losing to Russia. USA 1-0. That outside for Pujol. Not a good start here for France. Good save, but not enough for a second touch. As France, they finally get a side out. Now it's critical to get a stop after committing 2 errors. And France with a chance to tie on the serve by Dutois. Good pass coming from the USA. Sean Kelly with a hit, but there's a block. No, there's a net touch called against France. It's going to be on TZ Owalu. Fred Rosenthal. Great game today, 6 points. Babala connecting. TZ Owalu with 38 excellent sets today. Gorgeous hit, Sterling Foley. Now Sean Kelly, beg your pardon, Sean Kelly now 19 points. 2-point lead for the USA. 5th and final set. Laurence, popped up by Larson. Chris, dug by Lopez. Easy over, coming from TZ Owalu. Back row hit. Sean Kelly with a kill. Kelly now with 20. Kelly. First touch, third touch, no problem. Biggest lead for the USA, up by 3. Service fault. The first one for the USA here in set 5. Nice serve. Tomas Pujol. That's his first ace of the game. He's got 13 points already. Two-point run for France, and they're within 1. First ace for either team. That is the second service fault for France. Chris, 8 points, 3 attacks, 4 huge blocks. Leading blocker of the USA and 1 ace already. Oof. Another service fault for the USA. That's their second as well. Now Laurence, 7 points off 4 attacks, 3 blocks, no aces yet. Chance to tie for France. Rosenthal to Travell. Nice dig coming from Laurence. Laurence again with another dig. Babala. That's too far, even for Kellen Larson. As Babala connects. He's got 13 as well in the game. Well, 3 players with 13 points for France. Ruhr, Pujol, and Babala. Tied game at 6. Side out with the USA, Sterling Foley. Foley with 12. Ooh, that one a trickler from Cole Hartke. But France picked it up and can't get it across though against the double block of the USA. Babala rejected in a 2-point cushion for the USA. Teams will change ends halfway through set number 5. Hartke with 18 points. He's got 3 aces already. Rosenthal. Oh, what a nice hit from Roar. Off a set by TZ Owalu. France gets a stop. And now a chance to tie again. Broken play for the USA. Hartke off the block. Really targeting the fingertips. Oh, a nice dump. Quick reflexes for TZ Owalu. Amir TZ Owalu now with 5 points. Off 4 attacks and 1 block. And again, throw in there. 38 excellent sets. Hartke, that's Doug. Easy over for France. 1-2 for Rosenthal. Hartke again. It goes over and out. USA back up by 2. 10-9. Or make that 10-8 in set 5. Hartke keeps pouring it in. 20 points for Hartke. Best scoring game for Cole Hartke in the tournament. Babala. And off the head of Hartke. So a side out. Babala now with 14 points. Substitution for France as Kleinjans checking back in. France not allowing the USA to run away with this. But a huge error on the serve for Kleinjans. Service fault number 3 for France. But for the USA, that translates to a 2-point cushion. Rosenthal to serve. Trent Rosenthal. Rosenthal with 6 points, along with 34 excellent sets. That service out. So USA returning the favor. That is their 3rd service fault as well. Amir TZ Owalu serving. Off system play for the USA. That one outside. No touch. Attack fault for Tomas Pujol. But there is a challenge here for France. Block touch challenge. Seemed close. Could have been contact at the net or in the back row. Won't check and see. First referee is Igor Schimpel. Second referee, Jirasak Pumduang. France had an opportunity to close it out in set 4, unsuccessful. And they find themselves down by 2 late in set number 5. And the challenge unsuccessful for France. Coach Belmadi still trying to argue his case, but to no avail. Good pass from the back row. France on the attack. Pancake save is good, but it comes up short. And, Rosenthal unable to get it across. That's going to be a point for Laurence. So Laurence keeping it close. He's got 9 points already, and it's just a 1-point game. France with 6 errors in the set. USA only 3. And Jackson Crisp gets a quick side out. Crisp in double digits as well with 10. So there are 5 players in double digits for the USA. Habala, that one outside. And don't look now, it is 3 match points for the USA. And a timeout for France. All right, here we go. USA sitting on 3 match points. France committing 7 errors. That is huge in a short set like this. Chris serves it outside. So 1 match point given up, and there are 2 more for the USA. Now they're going to be receiving, and 1 good pass can do it for the USA. And it's all going to be on the in the hand of Bastien Scherer. Rosenthal. And there it is. Travell Jordan delivering the winning point as the USA takes 5 sets. It's enough to move on to the semifinals as they defeat France. John Hawk, the 4th. Extremely happy with this outcome. The USA had to thread the needle, so to speak. A difficult 5-setter. Both teams with a huge number of errors. 31 errors for the United States, 30 for France. Goes to show you how shaky it's been for both teams, but it's been the blocking of the USA that stepped up big time. 14 huge blocks in the match, only 9 for France. And France will come up empty in the quarterfinals as they lose to the USA. A 5th and final set, 15-12. USA through to the semifinals. Catch them tomorrow right here on Volleyball TV. Let me leave you with the numbers, and I'll catch you a little later on for the quarterfinals between Poland and Czechia right here on Volleyball TV. Thanks for watching. I'm Eric Diman.